Hello everyone and welcome to Homeschooling with Hera. Hope you all are doing great. Today we will talk about the haunting essays. Hoo hoo ha 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 ha. Just kidding. But please tell me, does essay writing haunt you? Or have you always been cramming essays and now you are having your kids do the same? If yes, then please stop because this is something that we can easily teach them. It's a skill that if we give them in a systematic way, in a child's friendly way, they don't have to cram the essays. Instead, they can write them themselves. Okay? So, if you are the one who is interested in this, watch this video to the end because I'm going to share with you my essay writing lesson plan that I follow in my classes when I teach kiddos. So let's move to my lesson slides. These are pretty simple, no fancy stuff here, but you can see the date. I delivered this lesson on the 30th of April 2024 and it was only the day 17 of my creative writing course, and group 1 means the age group of these students was 6.5 to 8. Okay, most of them were 7.5, but 6.5 to 8. And let me be honest, they understood the points, they wrote their essays, and if you are in my creative writing groups, which is the group for trained teachers, I will share some of my students' written samples there as well. Okay, so now let's dive in and see how I conducted this lesson with my kiddos. First of all, I showed them these two pages. I asked them that look at these pages and what do you think? Which one is easy to read? Some of them went with this one because they were so enthusiastic that we want to go with this page because it's full, but many of them also went with this. And when I asked for the reason that why would you like to go with this piece of writing, they said it is clearly written, we can read easily here. On the other hand, if we go for this one, it's overloaded and we can easily miss or skip the lines. Okay, so the first thing that you need to introduce to them is the structure of the essay, that how it should look like. So, an essay should be something like this, in which you have paragraphs properly written, with line is skipped between paragraphs, and there should be a little gap from the margin and between the first letter of your new paragraph. Okay? And then tell your kids that today we are going to write something like this, and it is called an essay. So, our today's learning objective is that we are going to write an essay. And the topic of our essay is myself. It means that you have to write about yourself. It is something that you all know the best, right? Till here, you have given them the lesson that what they are going to do. After introducing them the topic of today's class, you have to start telling them that if you want to write an essay on yourself, you need to give me some points that you should add when you're telling somebody something about yourself. So the first thing will be your name, your age, the place where you live, or maybe your class or grade. So you should begin your essay with these things. Do not put the heading. We call it introduction, but you have to simply start. My name is Hera and I am 7 years old. Okay? Something like this. After that, you shouldn't have written these things here because I recently gave this lesson to another child, so these things are here. You must ask them that what is the next thing that you want to tell your reader about yourself. Would you like to tell about your family? Would you like to tell them about your school? Would you like to tell them about your favorite stuff? So give them some ideas, some points, and then they can select something from it. So, for example, if they say that we want to talk about our family, okay, keep asking questions to them that in family, what would you tell your reader? So, some of them would say, number of siblings. How many siblings do I have or do we have? And You can also go for the total family members. You can tell your reader that if you have a nuclear family or a joint family, these will be the things about your family. Now, let them speak, let them share their ideas, and keep making notes on your board. Okay? Now, if you have got 3 4 pieces of information here in family, change the topic. After family, if you want to introduce something to your reader, what that would be. So they may say friends, they may say school, they may say their favorite things, hobbies, or food. So just pick one from them and then again ask them that what would you tell your reader about your school? They will certainly give you ideas. Otherwise, you can tell them that you can talk about your school building, that how's your school building, how many classes are there, what about your playground, what about your teachers, what about the subjects that you are being taught. So first always give them the chance to come up with the answers, and if they don't understand this, that what should we talk about, give them some ideas and then they will start speaking. But they will speak, you just need to guide them. Okay, now after school, suppose if they want to talk about their friends, so you can put this heading. If they want to talk about, let me keep family here. And next, if they want to talk about their likes dislike in food, color, TV, sports, music, so this can be our next point. Okay, now here you can give them some new words like nuclear family, might be a new word for many kids. So the word residence can be a new word for kids, okay, because the age group that we are dealing with is 6.5 to 7, okay, or 6.5 to 7.5. So you can give new words and keep explaining them too. Now look at this, what we have done, we have made a rough map on the board. Now it's time to organize these thoughts and select that which thing should come first. So ask them, what do you think, which is the most important information from all these? They would certainly say that the name and the introduction and the age part is the most important. So give it number one. Now, what is the second most important thing that somebody needs to know about you? So they may go with the family or with their school. I'm going with the family, okay? The third thing that should be in the list now. So maybe their likes and dislike, and the fourth thing can be school, the fifth can be friends, right? So now we have organized our thoughts as well, that if we would write, that when we would write it, that when we will write it, we'll go in the following sequence. Okay? If I show you a proper slide for this, so you can see, describe yourself, my family. Here you can tell about your age, your residence, and also about your looks, your language that you speak. Anything that is just about yourself, you can write here. Then my family and residence. Sorry for this. Hobbies, school, likes and dislike, and what do you want to become. These can be different topics of their paragraphs. Okay. Now, once this is done, give them the free hand along with these pointers so they can frame their sentences, right? To help them more, you can also read a sample essay to them. I have written something here. You can take a picture of this and later read it, okay, or pause the video and read it. And believe me, if you explain how to write essays in this way, they will surely love writing because it is all about themselves. They don't have to cram something, they don't have to memorize something. It is just what is their life all about and what is happening around, what they like or dislike. They have to just write that information. No brainstorming here, not any other pressure. Just think about yourself and write your essay. So, this is how you can help them write an essay on myself. And I believe that you agree with me, and write it in the comments if you agree that this is one of the very first essays that we ask our kids to write. And when they fail to write it, we ask them to cram it. Isn't it? All right. Let me show you another essay which is often asked by teacher to write in schools, which is my school, okay, and my father, my mother, things like this. So again, what they have to do, they have to select the topics on which they will write. For example, if it is all about your school, so you will begin with the name, you will describe the building of your school, then you can tell about the classes, the playground, competitions, library, labs, anything. Just keep asking them the questions and they will answer you. And then you will find the topic sentences of your paragraphs. Once the topics are confirmed, give them a free hand to write about this because they know about their school, you don't. Okay? And if you arrange these things properly in paragraphs, you will get something like this. Okay, you can take a screenshot or pause the video and read this thing to help them more. What you can do, you can give them some vocabulary which can go with classes, teacher, subject, playground, and any words that you want them to use in their essay. Okay, so I hope that this makes sense to you, and believe me, if you follow the systematic way of teaching essay writing to kiddos, they must find it interesting and will write effortlessly. Okay, so with this is the end of today's session. Let's work together to help our kids improve their writing standards. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, click the bell notification, and send some feedback in the form of comments. I would love to read your comments. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye for now, and don't forget to make it a great day. Bye.